Well, here's the driver's side. This one had a brace in it, which the other one didn't have, but this has been ripped loose somehow, so I'm gonna have to figure out how this goes. And kind of hard to flip over one-handed, but I'm going to beat all this out. I think this is supposed to go under this, and I'll massage this around, get it welded up, beat some of this stuff out, and try to get this one straightened. Looks like I gotta fix that brace, and I'm gonna have to make a inside brace for this. I can see over there on the other one it doesn't have it, so I'll make another brace for it. That's probably what's going to dictate this shape of this front fender. Well, we'll get this corner sorted out and move on. I got that rusty piece beat out and clamped it straight here. Now I can see where the fender's got to go down, and I can see that this curve in here is not quite right, so I'll clamp it and try to beat out the curve, and then I'll start welding this up. Now I welded a little piece of stainless right there into this double bracket thing where it's supposed to mount. I didn't weld it to this frame. I figured bolts would clamp that good enough. Basically all I did this far was so I can weld this bad place on the other side. You can see there it was rusted out pretty bad, so I'm gonna clean this up, and it basically, that weld gave me strength all the way up into here for this 90. I'll try to clean it up a little here and put some more weld on it. Well, that's pretty good. I welded it here on the front. It's I could probably do a little more right in here, but basically it's welded up on this side. I need to beat it out a little, but probably not much sense in me doing that until I get it on. This part here has got to be bent back around and welded together. But anyway, this little corner here pretty much done. I wore a wheel or a flapper disket, so I think that this bracket is straight. Might have it sticking up a little high right here. Anyway, that'll all kind of get tweaked when the fender's on. I'll finish up this little place when I get this bent back around to where it's supposed to go. I may put another little triangle bracket behind it right here, because this is there's nothing really out here going to support anything, but it will vibrate and crack against here. Anyway, I'll beat that into submission and tack it. Now I got that piece welded up. got this plate across here, and I welded a triangle into this corner. It's kind of the same shape, and it's pretty much parallel across here, so it'll bolt to the frame good. Now I got the inside. Kind of see what I need to do here to the back. Basically just weld it up against that plate, patch some holes, grind it down, and that'll be good for that corner section. Alright, here's this corner done. It's pretty strong. I'm not real concerned about how pretty it is, because it's all going under the fender. From here, running through here, is still a little hot. It just got through welding it. But that's patched up. I haven't really worked on that top one yet. Took me a couple hours to get this corner straight. Looks like I got some pretty big holes in it, but nothing that some Bondo won't fix if I really wanted to do it. But I think it'll bolt on good. Next I gotta get over here into this bad area. Try to do something with that. And this back piece here is pretty chewed up as well. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. Beat it flat, I suppose. This is so thin. Just thin sheet metal. Not sure. This one's all right here. That one there, the bowl holes are good. I just need to patch that side there. Just probably put a plate on the inside. Probably do the same here. Anyway, get something to eat. Worry about that later. Well, I cut out the bad right there and welded a little piece 14 gauge in it. A little hot still, but basically I solidified that. I'll probably do something similar down here, but for now that's pretty good. I'll have to weld it up here on the inside, cut that little edge down, weld it along that lip. I got enough room to use some filler rod and fill that whole section up where it hits a fender. So I think this will be plenty good. Can't really see what I'm, yeah, there we go. So that's all kind of straight and flat. It's a mount, and it needs to go onto that fender pretty solid, and the fender's all rusted out, so I think I just melt a bunch of filler rod in there. This I'll try to clean that up as best I can with a wire brush, dig all the rust out, and just tack weld it in here. but my front piece is good and solid, welded in good. This piece will work out. It's good enough to mount it right now. So that's what I'm going to do. I like the idea of this big front brace. I'll make something like that for the other one, because that's what's gonna really pull it into shape. My idea of welding a piece of round rod in there would work, but I think I need some kind of channel like that. This one looked twisted, but it actually is twisted to match the frame, so it's all straight. I got some more steel here. I was going to use it for the bed of this truck, so I needed to be thicker than 14 gauge though. We'll see. Right now I'm going to just put it on and see what it looks like. Well, that works pretty good. All my stash, I've got 2 1/2-inch bolts. This brace is not lined up, but the fender's lined up. So the brace will move around a little. So I'm going to reclamp it. Get one of these bolts in here with a big washer. Screw that down tight. And see what it looks like. Looks pretty good already. It's look at it from that left fender is not bad at all, really, because this right one is going to come up some. Anyway, I'm going to get a bolt in there and a clamp, and clamp there in the middle, and see what I can get from that. Well, that Drivers got 2 bolts in it. I took my clamp off of the passenger there, put it on a driver, but you know, that looks pretty good. I probably messed up when I bended it around here and split this. I'm gonna try to find another big clamp there and see what I can do about clamping this passenger side on better. Well, it looks much better. I just clamped it in there. I still don't have it perfect, but taking the pressure off of that one mount left this free to bend. Looks like I need about a 1-inch spacer down there. I don't have any 1-inch pieces laying around at the moment. There's something that's about close. Well, let's see if we can put that in there. Probably gonna fall out. Nope, I made it about straight. And the clamp on the other side's the same. I'm about 1 inch off the frame. So this fender's now straight. This fender's straight. In fact, this one looks like it's up a little higher. And it's really kind of hard to tell because it is sloped downhill and the wheels are different sizes. But it's pretty good. good enough on this Drivers. It's kind of pointed out towards the outside of the running board. Well, this one is too, actually. It's right there at that notch in the frame. They're about the same. So it looks like it's going away from the body right at that bend. Okay, well, that makes sense. This one is too. So they're symmetric. They're both in. Kind of pleased with my work here. This nose piece turned out pretty good. I could straighten that out a little with a hammer and dolly, or just right against the frame. So both fenders are in. I'll have to reinforce that one there where it hooks onto that, I guess you call that a splash panel. I don't know what shape that splash panel's even in. I'm pretty sure I got one. I thought I saw two of them. There, no, that's roof. I don't think it's one of these. I think these are off the Dodge. Well, I know I got one here somewhere. There it is. Yeah. This is it. Gotta cut my weeds here. It's actually not too bad a shape. The brackets are good. Everything looks pretty solid. So, see if we got some paint left on it. I'll clean that up and rust converter it. Won't have to do any welding on it. This one probably could use some down on the bottom. Those bolt holes in the bottom are supposed to go to the running board. I guess I could put it on and mark it and see. Look like this one's bent back a little. Nothing that a big hammer or porta power won't fix, but it looks real good here. Kind of impressed. Did a little digging through the trash there, and I found this other front brace. I centered it here on the bottom holes, and I centered it here as best I can in the headlight brackets, and that's where it's going to go on the fender. I'm pretty sure this brace is not really bent up, so I'm going to clean this up real good right there on the edge and clamp it in and weld that, and I'll probably tack it a couple places here so it don't come loose. Looks like it had a little tab here that bent around it, so I can weld this up good enough, and that'll give me my the correct shape for this passenger fender. And I'll rust converter this thing up and put it back on. Should be good to go. Yeah, this fender here looks real good. It looks like it's kind of turned out a little bit that's probably the way they were. So this one will be flipped up a little bit too. So anyway, I think this will be good for these two fenders. Well, I got this in, clamped it good, welded it real close to the bolt holes. Might be off a little. I tacked this right here. I bent this little tab over here and welded it. So hopefully that'll hold the edge. I'll have to probably burn some holes there on the outside. I'm going to pull this brace out of here and rust converter it. But this will be the end of the passenger fender. It'll be good and straight now. Where I broke this little piece right here, I re-welded that, but it started raining on me, so I gave it up, came inside. I'll throw a little rust converter on that thing so it'll dry good in the morning. I have to take it out to do that, to get it good. But now I got both fenders, and they'll both be solid, and whatever this curve is going to be pretty much where they're going to go. I can adjust to some degree when I put the headlight bar on. I think my headlight does have a bar. Nope, apparently not. Looks like these just mount on the fender. There is, oh no, there's some kind of a bar goes in here. Well, that's good. I'll make something. But looks like these just mount on there, and then there's a bar that goes across with a clamp, so I don't have to worry about that. Oh, this will be easy enough to sort out.